Are live, folks. Trying to get this camera somewhat situated over here. Hopefully you guys are having a cool Sunday wherever y'all are. I'm up potting some stuff over here, and I got a little bit of news for the locals. So check it out. Today is Sunday, whatever date this is. Hang on, let's find out. The 14th. So check it out. This next Saturday, we're usually open here on Saturdays, but this next Saturday, I think it's the 20th, I just signed up for the Orange City Farmers Market. So hopefully, still waiting for the confirmation, but hopefully we will be over there rocking this Orange City Market, my mom and myself, this following Saturday. I think the market is from 9 to 1:30. So hopefully we can be there and come over there with some awesome trees and plants and some cool gifts for you and your family, right? This is a great time to go ahead and pick up some fun stuff like what? Like Okinawa spinach, folks. Yes, we got all kinds of small stuffs and some larges that I will be bringing over there. But I wanted to jump on here really quick and let you know that next Saturday I will be closed here at the nursery, and that you can catch us over there, 9 to 1:30. It's been a few months since we actually rocked that market over there. Last local one, well, this style was over in DeBerry. But Orange City is back. Supposedly they're rocking and rolling over there. So we decided to go ahead and pop in before Christmas, y'all. All right. It should be a large market as well. So we'll find out how this actually works. But yes, next Saturday, hit me up if you're looking for something here. I can probably work something out afterwards. Can't promise you anything, but hit me up, because usually once we hit the markets, man, it's a long day, and we come back and unpacking the whole deal. And usually by then I'm spent, y'all. I'm not even gonna front. I'm tired by then, and we usually don't open up here afterwards. Grab some lunch and call it a day. So if you are looking for something, let me know. Send me a call or a text or whatnot. But yes, we will be closed, God willing, next Saturday here at the nursery. Still be open Friday or Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. It's just the Saturday that will be closed here. So great gift ideas. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But yeah, great gift ideas. Honestly, be different this year. Can you gift an actual living thing to someone versus the same old that you guys give them? You know, whether it's a tree or a plant, make it edible, make it cool. You know, can you stand out amongst the bunch? You know, or are you just gonna give them the same stuff that you give them every single year, right? Yay. We're in Orange City, Florida, North 9B. So we get to grow what we want for about 360 days out of the year, and about 5 to 6 days, you know, either a hurricane or a frost. But if you go ahead and you keep your plants and trees alive through the frost and through the hurricanes there, then you'll be fine. Is it easy? No. I got a question. What is my favorite plant? Say plant versus tree, right? So plant, I love Okinawa spinach. I'm not even gonna lie. This is my favorite spinach here. Purple underbellies, great for salads. I just eat them fresh. Okinawa spinach is probably my favorite. As far as the flavor goes, the texture, I do eat the Suriname and the longevity, but Okinawa, there's a laundry list, really. I mean, I do like the Tuk, but as far as favorites, I've never really thought about that. Yeah, I would probably say a little Okinawa. Now, if you haven't had it, it's awesome, y'all. Likes the shade a lot more than the sun, and the purple colors will actually get more prominent in the shade as well. So good flavor on it as well. It doesn't have that same spinach flavor as your typical store-bought spinach. Technically speaking, it's not a true spinach, but it grows better than spinach. And guess what? 0 recalls on an annual basis, right? Yeah. Why is that? Well, because I'm not using the restroom around the stuff, right? It sucks to say, but a lot of the spinach and a lot of the veggies are out there that are getting recalled. It's because sanitation issues, right? Maybe that's just me justifying, thinking that it's that. But yeah, this doesn't get recalled. This is great all year round. And what do we do right before winter and freezes and such? I will take it and make more, propagate more, just in case mine doesn't come back. Usually it does. It is very forgiving, this one, and the longevity for the most part, depending on the size of your plant. Thank you. You just subscribed. Thank you. Appreciate it. Try to give you some honest information here and show you what it is that I'm growing, and how I'm growing it with ease or with a little bit of TLC, right? Most of this stuff thrives on neglect. It doesn't need a whole lot of attention. But there are certain things that take a little bit more of your time, right? But I try to deal with the stuff that are very easy, right? A lot of these tropical spinaches just kind of grow themselves, right? And if you're not growing them, it's a great time to go ahead and either purchase for yourself, or I know this is the time for giving. Don't give it to yourself. Buy it for someone else and then get a cutting for you later on. Yeah, that'll work. But make your gift giving different this year, right? Instead of the same old, here we go. Give them something that sits in their closet, and it stays there, and your hard-earned money is now sitting there, and you're wondering when they're going to wear that shirt or the tie or whatever it is that you give them, for an item that just sits, or it ends up in the Goodwill years down the road. Instead of doing all of that, how about the gift that keeps on giving? Food, right? Fruit trees. I tell you what, you give somebody a mango tree or an avocado tree or some sort of fruit tree, and not only are you going to make your relationship even stronger, but now you got something to come back to and be like, hey, how's that tree looking? Hey, is it fruit now? Hey, is that flowers on that tree? Hey, and then before you know it, that fruit shows up. That fruit shows up, and it'll be the greatest present ever. You'll start remembering, you'll have that time, versus what'd you give them 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago? No one remembers, right? Most people don't remember unless it's that, wow, car, home type of large thing, right? But I don't remember. A lot of the stuff I know. Maybe it's just me. But give them something memorable that will just get larger and better throughout the years. And fruit trees, it's exactly what that is. Can you see what I'm doing over here? Probably not. Let's see if I can't adjust it a little bit. I'm just taking some of this soil and putting them inside of these containers. What's up? What's up? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Where are you guys watching from? That is the question. We got a beautiful day here in 9B. It is almost 80 degrees here, folks. Hang on, let me back this up. Bear with me, folks. It is almost 80 degrees and I am almost sweating over here. You're like, this is... is there a great way to show this by myself? No. Can we do it? We believe. Yeah, this is just the up potting station. I got some soil over here. I can show you. Soil here. I got some peat moss in the back. And just taking these Okinawas and putting them in pots, right? So, can we work something out? Maybe you don't need to see all of that. We'll just go ahead and keep talking to you, right? So where y'all watching from? That is the question. So the most important thing is to label your pots, folks. That is a tough one. A lot of my graphs, well, not a lot. Some of my graphs, I go ahead, Jacksonville. What's up? Just a little bit colder. A little bit colder. You growing some good stuff up there? 2 hours, well, probably more like an hour and a half north. A little bit colder, but if you're along the beach side, you might be okay to grow some of these subtropicals up there. Or if you got a nice little microclimate, or I know if I was up there, I'd be rocking some greenhouses for sure. For sure. I mean, I'm growing them in here. I mean, I'm using greenhouses here. But yeah, Jacksonville, I haven't been there in a while. But mangoes are on the move up there. A lot of people are growing them. St. Augustine, Jacksonville, I've seen a lot of people on the forums saying that they're giving it a shot. And why not, man? Honestly, if you can go ahead and keep them warm, keep them away from the frost, little flurries that you may get up there, then you'll be fine. What is this? Something else. All right, but that's it. We just go ahead, up pot them, give them some good H2O, and just sit back and watch them grow. If you're not growing tropical spinaches for yourself, grow them for someone else. This is excellent ground cover as well. Even if you don't want to eat them right away, you can just grow them out, and whenever you do need them, you come back for them. All right. Try to grow as much as possible over here, although it takes time, right? It takes a little bit of time to get everything filled out. That's all right, folks. Every year, you just add more to your property, get more species or cultivars, keep expanding. People are like, I have enough. I meet people that are like, I can't fit anymore in my property. It's like, sure you can. You can trellis up, man. Stop playing around. There's no quitting in this game, right? See people that are in their 80s and 90s still growing, still collecting. It's like, it's really cool. What's up? You play any games? We play no games around here. What type of games are you talking about, Cletus? Like video games? No time for that. Games in the garden? I play a game called Is It Mulch or Is It Poop? Yeah, if I scoop poop, that's the game, right? Does it look like poop or is it a little piece of mulch? It's confusing sometimes, folks, and painful on the eyes. But besides that, any other games like what? What type of games do you play in the garden, man? Find the snake? What do you do? No, not a whole lot of games. We should keep it real over here. We don't play around jokes, but I mean, the kids will come over and we'll have them go and find the birds or the fruits or whatnot, but not like, you know, we don't have like a slip and slide set up or nothing like that yet. Maybe next summer or something. I don't know. You want like musical chairs? What type of games you guys like? We're on the move over here. I'm always working, so there is no time for playing around. We take our jobs very seriously here. But you got some cool games, and let me know. Maybe there is something to that. But yeah, it's a gorgeous day over here, and figured I'd come on here and talk some junk with you for a little bit, let you know what the new schedule's like. Tag and soccer. Wow. Well, I will say this, and I know some of my Hispanic, mi gente, is going to be like, dude, you don't play soccer, man? No, I don't. I don't play soccer. I don't watch it. I don't watch a lot of sports per se. I am more of those types that's like, hey, I'd rather play it than watch it. I'm not a spectator in life, I'll say. Don't want to sit down and watch a 4-hour game or watch the whole season, and that ain't for me. That's for y'all. That's for someone else that really loves watching. I am not a watcher. I will participate in it if you got, you know, something like that, but I'm not. Soccer's not my deal, right? I will hang out. Back when I drank, it would be fun to sit around and drink and whatnot, but these days, no, man. I like to move and get some sun on my face and do it myself, right? Stay moving versus the couch, right? They say that is the new smoking, so the last thing we want to do. Give me one sec here, folks. Let me grab some more over here. But tag and soccer, no, I have never played that up in here. Not saying yet, right? Maybe I'm not allowing the kid in me to come out. I don't know. Who knows? We'll work on that there. We got a few more in here, but there's always work to do here at the nursery, folks. This doesn't stop. Everything needs attention, right? So that's the fun part, is the plants will sit there and look at you. You'll see them move. No, but you'll feel like they'll move towards you, like, help me, like, give me attention. You know, these plants are alive, folks, and when they know that you're the one that waters and feeds and takes care of them, they'll start talking to you. I know it sounds crazy, but they know your footsteps, supposedly, and they know that you're coming around. And once you go ahead and start taking care of a few, what's a few more, right? And then when you taste that awesome fruit, that's what makes you come back. It's like that good golf shot, right? Makes you go, hey, this is not so bad, and look what I did. without the use of harsh chemicals or harsh fertilizers, and you realize, hey, this is the way that it should be done, right? Less is best. But yeah, what are you growing up there? What's your main crop that y'all are growing? What do you like to really, really grow? If you are growing, if not, if you're just learning, if you're just starting, that's cool too. We all get in at different times. I was a fisherman my whole life prior to this. Loved it. I would have never thought, if you told me, dude, you're gonna stop fishing and sit in your garden, sit in your garden and sit there and have a nursery, and you're gonna take a huge hiatus from fishing, I've been like, no, dude, you're crazy. No, that's not me. I have to be on the water every week, you know. And here we are, taking a hiatus and working on plants and trees and grafting and getting more seeds in the soil and telling y'all about it, right? This is my lifestyle now and my livelihood, straight up. Like, this is what pays the bills for me now. Now, as the winter season does slow up a little bit, a lot of people tend to slow down, and we get it. Not many people want to gamble in the winter because not many love that greenhouse life. I get it. So there will be, and maybe, let me see. Nobody's here. I thought somebody was here, but no, dogs are just barking. Sorry about that, folks. They're the greeters. They'll let me know when someone's here. But I was getting somewhere. I forgot what I was doing. Used to grow flowers in my garden. Well, okay. Well, how about edible flowers, right? Cranberry, hibiscus, some roselle. There's all kinds of beneficial flowers besides just the beauty, but many different strokes, folks. I get it. People want to see all the cool, beautiful stuff, but you gotta fertilize that stuff, right? In order for it to bloom and to show you all those cool colors. But do you, folks? There's many things that people like to grow. I'm not saying to grow exactly like me. Let's see what else we can up pot here. We got some peppers. Yeah, I might as well do a few more peppers with you. We got red sugar cane coming, more chaya. There's some flowers that I usually don't up pot or talk about. Man, they're barking at. I think it's a dog walking, but a flower that I have never grown. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that it's my favorite, nothing like that. But we had some people. Actually, this was a gift. The tree itself, the larger one that we have over here, my dad has it by the shed. I know, not medicinal if I'm not mistaken. I don't know too much about it. Don't take their juice or eat, nothing like that. All right. What is it? This one's an angel trumpet, and this one was given to us, a little cutting, and now it's a huge tree. So people come over and they see it blooming and they want a little piece of it. So we just went ahead and propagated a bunch. So we do have angel trumpets, and it is like the white flower with like the little red-ish bell on the bottom, I guess. Pink. Yeah, one of those. But it's like maybe 7-8 feet. But we got a bunch of these little cuttings that I will be bringing to the market just to see if anybody wants them, because once they see the blooms, they want them, folks. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to propagate because it's like, it's an ornamental and I'm focused on edibles here. But listen, folks, these days, give the people what they want. Besides crepe myrtles and bougainvilleas, I will boo your bougainvillea, and I will not carry those here in the nursery. Sorry, I will not. But everyone else, I know, that's not for me though. I do not want to work with them. I won't up pot them. I will tell you all the nurseries that carry them. You got some little peppers over here, and these are called, I've never had these before, Flavor Burst. Supposedly a sweet pepper. Picked up some starts, and some people like to overwinter their peppers. So this is little things that people can hang on to. You want to try a new pepper? Come on by. We do have some available. I don't have any hot ones right now. So it is only sweet. I do have, as far as peppers go, I think this may be the only one. I ran out of Sugar Rush. I only have like 2 more, and I'm kind of hanging on to those. Howdy from your friend in North Carolina. What's up? Who is this? We got friends in North Kakalaki. What's up? Thank you for tuning in. We used to live out there back when I was young. But a little bit cold over there, folks. No offense. Hurricane Hugo hit us bad over there. I think that was like 88, 89, 1988 or 89. Huge tree landed. I mean, this tree was massive. Landed on the home, and it was a wrap. We knew we had a split, and we came down to Florida. We lived in Monroe. Monroe is close to Charlotte there. But I think that was only like 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, 2, maybe 3. But came down to Florida and never looked back, folks. As an outdoorsman now, I mean, this is a great state. Now, whoa, you guys stay where you're at. Stay where you're at. I mean, this is not a great state. It's hot. It's buggy. Stay. We're getting full, folks. We are getting full. And to get around, we're going to need some flying machines or something, because traffic is ridiculous here. Ridiculous. It's only filling up. And I live in a small city, folks. This is a tiny city now. Well, has been forever, but it's getting busier. 15 degrees in North Carolina. Whew, up in the mountains, I would assume. That's wild. See, I ain't growing anywhere where it's 15 degrees. I can't go anywhere north of here. Ain't happening, folks. Ain't happening. I can't see myself. If anything, I'm going further south, but who knows, right? God bless you, though. If you're up there taking 15 degrees, whoo, I don't have enough clothes to go ahead and put on me to keep myself warm. That's ridiculous, folks. But hey, I respect it. Stay up there and do your thing and thaw out a little bit, I guess, afterwards. But no, I mean, it is what it is. A lot of people do dig it. I do like Smoky Mountains. Did a little hiking up there around Lake Fontana, around the Appalachian Trail years ago, and it's gorgeous country, you know, to see all the bears and the wildlife, whatnot. It is beautiful. I do have a soft spot for the Appalachian Trail. One of these days I'll go back and do some more hiking out there, because it is amazing. Am I the biggest hiker? I don't mind going out there and sleeping outside and camping and having everything on your back. It's been a while, but who knows? Down the road, you know, a lot of these people that through hike the trail or whatnot are older. They're retired. They got the means, the time, and now they can go out there and get some help to walk it. Man, it would be fun. I'm sure that'd be a cool deal. But yeah, that's the one thing that, you know, up north has, is a little bit cooler weather, better to walk in, I guess. Not so humid as it is down here. Although we have the Florida Trail, yay! Where, you know, it's a lot of palmettos. Supposedly it's gorgeous, you know, forget how many miles it is, but it's not a short trail. It's pretty long. I've walked a couple of miles of it. I don't want to say like I did a bunch of it, but I have been on it. But it's not nearly the same. It's all flat here, so still gorgeous. I'm sure they got some cool lakes and rivers. I'm sure you're going by it, but what's the question? Yeah, oh, you got a greenhouse up there. Okay, yes. You would have to. Now, do you have a heater in there, or are you just doing? What are you doing to heat up that greenhouse? I know if you just pack them out and you put in a bunch of plants and trees in there, it will raise the temperature a few degrees, right? But I do run heaters in these 10 by 20s once we do freeze a little bit, because just that little heater will raise it easily 10 degrees. And that is everything. That is keeping your trees alive or having them succumb to compost pile, right? So no, the little heater here goes a long way. And I tell everyone, that ask me how we do it, that yes, you can grow them with the little baby heater. Amazon's got them cheap now. I mean, under 50 bucks and worth their weight. Honestly, if you got a nice little collection and you got a few trees that you want to go ahead and keep alive, they work. And again, 1-2 degrees makes a huge difference between staying alive and having to rebuy that tree next year, right? No one wants to lose stuff. I get it. But diesel heaters? Uh-oh. Oh, you're ahead of the game then. Okay, yeah, then definitely. And I'm sure you're going to have to fire those up tonight then. If you are getting down to 15. There's a will, there's a way, folks. And once you taste that fruit, you'll find out how important it is to keep it alive. This type of stuff, man, honestly, is the motivation to keep going. I know some of y'all, it's, you know, sports that keep you going. Next year, I got to watch it, and therefore, I'm going to stick around to do whatever it takes to watch them win the championship, right? Sorry, I'm over here watering. But for me, it's tasting the next fruit. Tasting that fruit that, man, this year was close, but next year will be better. The new species, whatnot. It keeps you going, man. And I will say this, it's the coolest thing I've ever shared with the folks. They've never had this type of fruit in their lives. And really, I'm showing them that, man, if we have a little patience, put in a little bit of time, a little bit of elbow grease, right? Because you have to water them. I don't have everything automated with irrigation and such over here. I am hand watering still. Although I have the irrigation, I just choose not to set it up to where it does everything on its own. I know I could put everything up, give it some slow release and go fishing, right? I could go do whatever I have to, but instead I choose to sit here with the hose and go pot to pot and hand water. I enjoy it. I do. I know some people are like, but that's like 3 hours or 2 hours. It can take some time. Certain days, if you're sitting there and you're watering slow, but that's how you catch all the good and the bad coming from your yard, right? You just irrigated everything. Doesn't have the same connection. That's whenever I'm sitting there looking around and coming up with ideas and whatnot. But yeah, yep. But that's what we're doing today. We are up potting and getting stuff ready. Now, a lot of people would be like, dude, this is still not the best time to do all of this, considering we don't know what's going to happen. But I've checked the AccuWeather app there, and supposedly we're not getting any freezes right now. Now, are they always correct? Of course they are. They're never wrong. No, they are wrong a lot. Sorry, folks. I was just walking in there. They're wrong a lot, but so far, so good. That's why I'm not jumping to start the greenhouse right away. I will take a little bit of time and wait. Why not? But yeah, I'm still up potting here to see what we can't get out. Gifts, folks, that keeps on giving. Start a little garden, start an herb garden, or get some spinach in your life. There's always something for everybody here. And if you've never tried to grow something, maybe this next year will be your year. Maybe someone will gift you something that will force you to keep it alive. And then you realize that it's not so bad and that you can do it. And then when you eat it, you're like, wow. It is one of those that once you have good fruit, you can't forget about it. You don't just go back to the store-bought stuff and go, yeah, that was great. It was really sweet and organic and the best piece of fruit of my life. But I prefer to go to Wally World and go buy the plastic fruit. No. Usually, once you go ahead and you get a piece of that good stuff, you can't go back, man. There's no going back to that fake stuff, right? How many of y'all can afford organic produce? I mean, 100% organic. You guys are eating all organic, buying the best from, say, Whole Foods, top shelf, the whole deal. How many of y'all can afford that? For the whole family, right? I'll be blunt. I can't. right? I can't afford that. They're sometimes double, triple the price, natural and organic, then it'd be a different story. I would totally feel better for paying double or triple. When you find out that it's a little organic, you go, what's the difference? Technically not the deal, right? So what are we paying extra for? I'd rather do it myself. Again, this is the only confidence that I have, knowing that it will be done the right way if I do it myself. And unfortunately, I know we don't have time. We all work. I know. But if one person in the family or in your circle grew a little bit for everyone else, I think y'all could be in better shape. I think one person needs to be designated to be the grower of the bunch, right? Not telling you what to do. You guys are grown, but just saying these days, someone's got to do it. If not, we have to go to the store and just buy same junk every single week, right? And what happens? The flavor is exactly the issue, right? Once we eat the fruit, we're like, what am I paying for? What am I doing? How is this any good? And they say that this is our only option. No, you got options, folks. If you got space and if you got time, right? And if you don't, grow on someone else's property. Ask a friend, neighbor, business, anything to find out if you can grow on their property. A lot of places are just sitting still. They have grass outside. Ask them if you can rip that up and start something there. Roaches, yes, in pots. Hopefully the nematodes will start working here. I did spray some yesterday, and they will take care of some of that. If you're afraid of roaches, don't start a nursery with pots and stuff. There's, yes, there will be those and spiders and snakes and all the fun stuff that crawls outside. But anyways, and of course it went into my shirt. Little baby roach, awesome. Shake them out. Yes, they have crawled into the shirt. Not the greatest feeling when you start taking it off, running around. They don't bite or nothing, but it's still nothing. Nobody wants a crawling roach on their back. But yeah, that's the issues. You do have wildlife here, but get used to it. But it is warming up now, folks. I'm starting to break a little sweat here, but the linen helps, man. I'm telling you. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. I hear the roaches in here, baby ones. Does help. I use this stuff like body armor these days. I know some of y'all don't get it, but do your own research. Look into it. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, we're open till 5 today. We had some people show up yesterday and got some good stuff. And the star fruit's not ready yet, folks. We are still holding it on the tree. Well, Mother Nature's still holding it there. It is green and not quite ripe yet. So carries need a few more weeks for this. Actually, probably a few more days now for this next batch to start dropping. So give us a few more days and you can come on by and taste it. But anyways, winter season is coming up. So I'm thinking maybe, we'll see. If any of you locals need a consultation, we can set something up. I can come over and either deliver, or if you want some installation, if you want something small, you know, nothing too large. I'm not going to install a whole food forest for you. But if you need something small, show you how we do it, whatnot. Here in the wintertime, because we will be slowing down, I'll have some time to come around and come and visit some of y'all and see what you guys need or what it is that we can assist with. So let me know, send me an email, call me, whatnot. It is Growing Together Nursery LLC at Gmail. You can send me an email, call me, text me if you are local, right? I'm not going to drive 5-6 hours, but yeah, around here, around the Central Florida area, if you want some advice or whatnot. Again, I am not some master grower. I haven't been doing this all of my life, but I'm okay at keeping things alive now, right? I know what kind of grows here and what we can push, what trees we can push to make them become somewhat successful here. But let me know whatever it is that you're trying to find out, what you're trying to grow, and see if we can't set that up for you. Some people want the easier things to grow, like mulberries and persimmons, and they're looking for apples and plums and nectarines. I get it. Not everybody wants to. Hang on, folks. I ran out of soil over there, so I got to grab some of this. But not everybody wants to grow the tropicals and have to baby them and such. But I tell them all the time, I said, if you want the greatest fruit, you're going to have to put in the time, put in the work, because the greatest fruit is the most sensitive fruit. That's BS. Oh no, where'd you get that? Listen. In my honest opinion, mangoes are the king of the fruits, right? I know, debatable, fighting words. We can sit here and discuss it. Let me know what your favorite fruit, what king of fruits you believe is down below. And if you say durian, wow, I know. Some of y'all believe that that's the one. I don't know. I don't know if that's the king of fruits. I think if you gave that to the majority of people, they'd probably disagree. But I am no connoisseur of the fruit. I have not had the opportunity of eating durian. I've had like the candies or a cake, but it wasn't the same. To me, it's mango, folks. I would totally say that mango is the king of fruits, greatest flavors. Sure, there are some cultivars that have some off-putting flavors, right? I wish I liked them all, but at the moment, I have a type. I have a type of mango that I really do like here, which are what? Well, I'll say coconut flavored is my favorite, followed by Indo-Chinese, then maybe citrus, then classic. So yeah, for the moment, that's kind of where my taste buds are. I'm sure as we age and we get older, who knows, maybe I'll change. Maybe I'll become more sophisticated and we'll start eating more Indian type mangoes. I'll say this, that when it's kind of like, and I hate to equate it to this, but it's kind of like drinking, right? When you first start, you just drink all the foo-foo, what tastes good, right? And then throughout the years, you start moving into the IPAs, India Pale Ales, and all that's what I did anyways, into like more of the bitter stuff and whatnot. So it was that, right? You'd probably graduate into that. Indian mangoes aren't my thing. I'm sorry. I know. Listen, there's nothing against the Indian people, nothing against all of you that do like it, right? That is just my taste buds that go, whoo, it's strong, resinous flavor. I think more people need to eat them and find out if they really do like them. I know. I probably get a little bit of heat. They're like, you got to try them. You got to like them. Why not? I know they all originate, the fruit originates in India and whatnot. So that's probably, I want to say the most popular flavor, but well known to have those tones in there. But once you have one of our Florida mangoes or the Indo-Chinese, it's tough for me to go ahead and go, yeah, let's take this one with the stronger tones and really like it. But that's me. Listen, my family members love them. Just my taste buds. I'm a C-section, baby. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I'm just telling you, I'm not there yet. I haven't graduated to really liking them now. Will I grow the trees? Sure, I'll grow the trees, right? People do like them. I understand. There's a lot of them that are on people's like #1 list, and cool. Listen, I'm not going to say that we're not going to carry them here. I will totally buy them and get them for you. You let me know. But I'm not going to stock up this place full of them, because even whenever we sell them to people, okay, a lot of people have a tough time going, what is it and what does it taste like? And it's like, well, if you don't know, you may need it. That's the one tree, and I hate to say it, but I'll tell people, try before you buy. That is one of them that I tell them all the time. If you've never had one, eat one, and then you'll see if it actually works for you or if not. And I don't want to say it's an ethnicity thing, but usually depends on who's asking for it. And you can tell maybe they may like these harder toned fruits versus someone that's looking for a classic Glen, basic Cogsall type of mango. Everyone's different, but depends on who approaches, may get different advice. And that's not me being, oh, you're racist. No. I'm just saying that there's different people that like different mangoes, and culture has a lot to do with it, right? Oh man, where's this gonna go? Running out of room over here, folks. Running out of room. That's always a good thing. But anyways, I didn't want to be on here too long. What are we on here? Dang, 40 minutes. Anyways, y'all have a great weekend. All right. Again, Saturday I will be closed here. That is the 20th. So we'll be closed here, and you can catch us over there across the street. It literally is right across the street. It's at the Heritage Inn. It's an old hotel there. 9 to 1:30. I will confirm. Once again, I'm waiting for them to go ahead and say you're in or you're out. But I'm thinking that I'm going to be in the actual market, just because they usually have enough spots. But should be a busy one. It is Christmas coming around. Great time to start buying some gifts. Think about what you want. You want to see what else we have? All right, 1 second here, folks. I know. Hang on here. We got this one over here. Now what's up? Digging around, messing with stuff. But real quick, we'll show you what's going to be for sale, what could be there if you would like. So we got kale, collards, baby javos. These are all red hybrids. These are the flavor burst peppers there. Different types of spinach. Just up potted some variegated oregano. Ansi lilies. We do have some smaller plants of those. Cranberry and green hibiscus. Red Russian kale. These are all a little small. Some of these will be there, some will not. Still have some herbs like parsley and cilantro. Dill, and sage, tricolor sage, collards, and again, more jabos. We do have a couple of tomatoes, which are already starting to fruit for me, but oh man, I don't want to trellis them or do anything. So come on by, $1 a piece. Come on, I need the room. I hate throwing away plants that are still alive and that are still pushing fruit, so it is tough. Go ahead and get rid of them, right? I don't want to throw them away. Uh-oh, here comes the dreaded hornworms. You see that? They're already working over here, shredding them up. So come and get them before the hornworms do. But we got them for $7, folks. What? Where else are you going to find red jaboticavas for $7? I'll wait. Yes. And these are all little angel trumpet seedlings. Still got some ilipaeos working in here. Got those. $10, man. We're running a sale. We need the room in here. $10 for ilipaeos. I know. We got some June plums for you people that want to keep them in a pot up here. And this one, is it worth it? Yes, it's worth growing these. Keep them in a pot. They do not like the cold here, but if you keep them nice and warm, they will just flower and fruit for you. Flower and fruit all year round. And the leaves are really nice to eat. Get a miracle fruit, you eat that first, and these will taste like candy-coated leaves. Very fun. You should try it. All right, that's the fennel there. Already way too big for the boxes, but lemongrass, regular oregano, kale. This is my favorite. Oh yeah, that's my favorite. No, I'm kidding. That's just an empty one. Lemon balm. Yes, this one just came in, and I'm going to plant some for myself just because lemon balm is one of those plants that is nice for teas as well. Has some common effects. You do your own research. Don't sue me. So lemon balm, I will be planting some of that, but I do have some available. So sweet ajis or the Puerto Rican ají. We do have some of these little seedlings as well. $5 for those. Sunracer nectarines, which I've already discussed. Those won't make it out there. They're too big. Some bamboo. This is the Buddha belly. It's like a dwarf style version. This one's only like head high, maybe a little bit bigger. You get some weird runners, but this is just a little cutting from it. I'm doing all right. Toothache plant. You know what that's for? Yes, toothaches. Exactly. So peppermint, spearmint, mojito mint, chives, rosemary, a little of this, a little of that. You know, you guys know if you've been following me. The mulberries will be out and about. These should be excellent little gifts right here. This is a gift that would keep on giving, folks. You give your friend some mulberries and they'll be your friend to the end. All right, 2 blood oranges. Got some Suriname cherries as well that I'll be bringing. I know. That stuff, nobody eats that. Listen, some people do love the fruit, okay? It's an acquired flavor. It's not everybody's favorite cherry here, but for the select few, they are awesome. Here's some more, already holding some fruit, and I shipped my first one to Texas this past week. Yay! So yes, we are shipping fruit as well. Takes a little bit of time, but we're working on it. Look who made it out. Whoa, black sapote is out on the floor. Shh. I know, I'm releasing 6. Oh, there's some lavender as well. I'm releasing 6 for now. Just put them in 1-gallon containers. These are matte snow, black sapotes, and hopefully they can find a good home. All right, I just put them in there, so still pretty young. And we're wheeling and dealing. We're gonna make you a deal if you come by and see it, but I may take a couple to the market. We'll find out. Probably like 35 bucks, 30 bucks. We'll see. Buy more and save, folks. Buy more and save. Collards. What type? You know, collards. I don't know what type. That's what they said, was just collards. Little cardinal basil action. Chaya, Mexican tree spinach. We do have those. A few more peanut butter fruits. I think there's only 2 left. 2 left. These little seedlings. Still haven't had the fruit on those. Red jaboticabas. Got a bunch of these in 1 gallons, 2 gallons, and even have a sabra. 2 sabras. I know. We're gonna go through all of this. A few. Come on, folks. What else you doing? It's a beautiful Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you watching. Let's see what you're saying here now. Yes. Is this Mr. Ernest? I hate to use your name, but anyways, yes, I'm shipping here's what I'm shipping. Trees that I've made. I do not want to ship trees that someone else made. Here's why. Once I go ahead, okay, that's cool. Once I go ahead and break down a 3-gallon from someone else, once I ship it to you and this thing starts falling out, right, because I took away a lot of the fertilization in there, what are you going to do? You're going to go, D, man, what happened to this tree? It was looking great at your place. Now that you shipped it over, it's yellowing, it's going, limp on me. What's happening? That's the reason why I don't like to ship stuff that I didn't create. If I created it, I know that it wasn't brought up on the juice. Get that action right there. It's better than Nat Geo. Come on now. But yeah, if I didn't make it, I'm not saying I won't sell it to you. The pickup is totally different. It's just once, oh, she took off. Come on and settle back down. Oh. Anyways, you're getting ornamental plants. I thought you said you didn't like ornamentals. I know. People call me for milkweed, so I just picked up the plant. Take it easy, take it easy. You're not going to see a field of them over here. We got some crotons and camellias. Nana loves talking camellias, so you got to go ahead and give the lady what she wants, right? And that's what nursery is. What do you want to talk about, right? Someone's over here looking for trouble. But yes, going back to that, I don't want to ship anything that I could have it, flop over on me, and then you go ahead and you give me a review. No, man, this tree showed up and look at it, man. It's all beat up and thought you said it was you know, looking great at your place. All I'm saying is I just don't want any complaints if I start taking soil out of here to ship it to you. You're not going to want to pay for a 3-gallon, okay, which straight up like that. If I were to go ahead and ship you this whole entire thing, you know how much that's going to be? But I'll say this. If you say, ship me the whole entire plant in a 3-gallon with the pot and all, take no soil out, okay, and you're ready to go ahead and pay for that, that's a whole nother monster, okay? But you're going to be paying double, almost triple. Who knows, okay? I can find out. I can get the boxes for you. If you're serious, I will ship it. But that's not me. That's me shipping the whole thing as is. I am not taking any soil out, okay? Now, the stuff that I made, that's a different story. Because this doesn't come with any juice. I'm not doing. Oh, yeah? You're going to pay for the pot and all? Okay, okay. Because I know a lot of people say that until the total comes out. And then you're like, I don't know about that. Yeah, okay. Just saying, down the road, if that's how you want with the pot and all, you're going to be paying a lot more, right? Because, well, that's the way she is. But mine, on the other hand, I will ship mine, and I could take away some of this soil. And guess what? She's not going to flop on me because she's never had 20-20-20 on her. She's never had that go juice on her. Neither one of these. So I know that I could sit here and slow down, not even feed them, and they're still going to be fine. So, all right, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Again, if you want one of mine, it's a different story. You know, it will come in lighter, but yeah, the 3-gallon is going to be shipped with the whole pot and all. So you're going to pay a pretty penny, but if that's, hey, money talks. So if you want to go ahead and buy it, so be it. Send me an email or a text and we can tell you what we have here. I'm not going to go out and grab a bunch more. I will be just grabbing a few more of mangoes here and there for the season, but I don't see myself ordering another 100 or nothing like that, just because space, folks. Same thing with avocados as well. These I did not create, so I try not to ship these. And honestly, I don't even have boxes for the large ones. But if you stated, hey, that you want them, then so be it. We can make that happen, right? I will have some more time here, actually this next season. So by all means, we can work something out. But lemongrass, this is one I don't want to ship. I don't want to mess with it. Look at all those gnarly thorns. Yes, red finger lime. I don't want to mess with them. I don't even want to up pot them. You're just saying that. No, man, these things are gnarly, folks. They will jack you up. And every time I touch them, yep, you get jacked. But Savannah cherry, Suriname cherries, those are easily shipped. Those aren't going to fall out on me. Again, these were created by me. I got confidence in the ones that I've made versus the ones that I purchased. So, want the variegated cannas? No problem. Aloe, no problem. But yeah, mulberries are easy. Those will be fine in the mail. A few more sugar apples. I know they're going through it, folks. They're not looking the greatest right now. Oh yeah, if you got my number, it's 407-702-3126. But these sugar apples, $20, man. $20. Only because the leaves don't look great. And I know it's no excuse. It's going to be beautiful next year, but we're dropping $5. Oh my goodness. It's the gift that keeps on giving, folks. $20 for June plum seedlings as well. Plant them and eat the leaves, folks. That's what we do. Nice and acidic. Beautiful. But anyways, we got some stuff. We're here till 5 today. Say what's up if you got the time. If not, I get it. But thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe, like, do the whole deal if you haven't. And have a great week. And if I don't see you, till then, later, y'all.